Hey, what's up? I'm not going to show you the latest samurai walk, neither. I'm going to show you the smoothest camera gimbal move which is existing on the planet. Instead, I'm going to show you simply 3 uncommon ways how to use your smartphone gimbal. Are you ready for the unknown? I'm Peter from Media 65. Let's dive into it. Welcome back to my channel and so many thanks for all of those who have watched my review of the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button also to subscribe to my channel. If we're speaking about smartphone gimbals, of course we think about these super smooth camera movements, which is of course the most common usage of a smartphone gimbal. But a smartphone gimbal can be used for so many more things. And this applies not only to the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P or prior versions, but also to the Insta360 Flow, Scion, or any other manufacturers that you have. So let's get a little bit creative, because these uncommon ways that I use my smartphone gimbal really make my life a little bit better, sometimes a little bit more creative, and definitely also sometimes easier. And I hope this will apply also to your life. So let's dive in with the first one, which is the tripod extension. I'm very much into compact gear that I can carry around easily with me, travel with it as well. And as such, the Manfrotto B3 travel tripod is for me the almost perfect tripod. And when I say almost, well, the problem is the height. Because the height is sufficient for normal sized people, but as soon as you have someone in front of the camera who's a little bit taller, then the height of the travel tripod is not high enough anymore. That means you cannot place your camera anymore straight into the eye line. And that's exactly where the smartphone gimbal comes in. Most of the smartphone gimbals, they have 1/4 inch hole to mount the gimbal on a normal tripod. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. And as such, we gain right away roughly 20 centimeters, which is most of the time already enough to film even taller people. And if that's not enough, simply use the extension rod. If you have a basketball player in front of you or any giant simply, the extension rod will make sure that it's definitely high enough. And there is one interesting side effect as well. As a smartphone gimbal, by definition, keeps the smartphone always stable, you don't need to make sure that your tripod is standing totally even, because the gimbal will take care of it. And my second most uncommon way is definitely the fake drone. You can call it fake drone or poor man's jib or whatever you want. I love actually drone shots because having the camera more elevated gives you some other perspectives, sometimes even spectacular shots. Now the problem is that of course you don't always have a drone with you, and neither can you use a drone always inside of buildings. And that's exactly, and now drum roll please, comes exactly in the combination between a monopod and a smartphone gimbal. I have here my Manfrotto monopod, and I can simply mount the smartphone gimbal on top of this monopod. Then I extend the monopod to the max, and if I want to have a little bit more, then I can even use the extension rod of the smartphone gimbal. And as such, I can simply elevate the camera to 3-4 meters maximum and have these spectacular shots that otherwise would be absolutely impossible. Of course, it's a little bit more difficult to navigate the camera and to get the right shots, but if you get used to that, then you can be guaranteed to have some very interesting shots that other people will not have. And last but not least, let's talk about dolly shots. If you're really into dolly shots, then I have the perfect combination for you: a camera slider and the smartphone gimbal. I recently undusted my old camera slider that I still had in the office. Hadn't used it for years, but now, especially with a smartphone gimbal, this makes perfect sense, because all of a sudden I can perfectly make these nice dolly shots from the left to the right, from the front to the back, using the wide angle lens of my iPhone. This gives very interesting shots, especially if you want to film inside of buildings or architectural shots. So that's it for my uncommon ways how to use a smartphone gimbal. But I'm pretty sure that you also have uncommon ways how you use your smartphone gimbal. Don't forget to put your ideas, recommendations, hints, or even questions also in the comment section. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you liked what you saw. Thank you very much. I'm Peter from Media 65, and now happy gimbaling. See you very soon again.